Yo, what is going on, guys? NBA Alex back with another video. I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded. It's been about 4 months. That was the last time I uploaded a video. So yeah, 4 months ago. Only reason to that is because I honestly got bored of 2K22. Especially this last season, the season before. I just kind of felt like there was no point of playing 2K anymore. I had good amount of cards. I didn't really want to do all that grinding again, knowing that this last season you're going to be able to get cards. Like the cards that you're going to be able to grind for were cards that you could buy in the auction house for cheap. So there was definitely no point of playing. No content that I could really think of and put out. Yeah, there's no point at all. So we do know that NBA 2K23 is right around the corner. If you did pre-order like myself, you'll be getting NBA 2K23 2 weeks from now. So you'll be getting it September 8th, which is a Thursday at 9 p.m. rather than getting it September 9th, which is the official release. And then of course, a day before that, you could pre-download the game and everything like that. So day one, you just, load up the game and play. Um, we did get a lot of MyTeam news today. A lot of crazy MyTeam news today. Honestly, this is going to be looking like the best MyTeam in 2K history. Of course, you can't really say that yet just because I haven't played the game. No one has really played the game yet. So we don't know how the gameplay is. We don't know how the animations are. We do know there's some things that they've added, of course, in regards to like stamina, dribbling and shooting and things like that. But just by all the news that we got today, it's gonna be looking like a great year for my team. So I'm not gonna go in order. I'm basically gonna tell you everything new that they've added or they changed. I'm gonna be starting with clutch time. So we do know about clutch time online. Of course, they added that I think in season 3 or 4 of 2K22. And the first season that they added clutch time was actually 50 games. So now they're adding, not only do we have online clutch time, they're adding single player clutch time. So that's honestly awesome for those that don't really like to play online and sweat. They can just play single player and kind of, it'll be much easier, of course. But the thing is about single player clutch time, a couple questions that I have is it going to be the same as clutch time online? We already know the rules are obviously the same. You get that 14 seconds, there's 4 pointers and things like that. But are they going to make single player clutch time less games than online or more? Because, for example, let's talk about triple threat offline, right? Triple threat offline definitely have to play way more games than online. Uh, right? It's just that's how it is. Single player has always been like that. So I'm kind of thinking how they're gonna do it. Are they gonna make the wins, a little different? You still, I know, are gonna have to win like 10 wins to get to the next tier. But I'm thinking if maybe for single player clutch time they're gonna add less wins, just because you do have to play all 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You can't really like. It's not online where sometimes you'll load in and people will see your team and they'll quit within the first second, or first 2 3 minutes. So online is definitely, in my opinion, a lot quicker. If people do rage quit. But yeah, that's honestly really cool that they're adding that for people who enjoy playing offline. Another thing is they're adding a co-op mode. So they're going to be adding triple threat online co-op, which is huge because instead of like just playing against your friends, now you could play, you could join online mode and play with your friends. So it is from 2 to 6 players. So whatever players that are missing, they're going to be basically taken over by AIs. But all co-op mode is going to be pretty fun, honestly. You're going to be able to play with your friends and do challenges and get rewards with them. So I think it's a mode that a lot of people are looking forward to as well. So yeah, if you do have any friends, you get 2 of your friends and just kind of, have your own team. And that's something I'm looking forward to myself. It's something new, especially if the challenges and rewards are good, then definitely I will be playing that mode. Obviously, domination. They're adding all 5 tiers of domination on day one, so that's pretty cool. It's not like something we have to wait, for like each season for them to release a new domination. But here's the best thing about domination this year. For 2K23, in domination, you're going to be able to somewhat sim the game. So when I say sim the game, it's not going to be like my career where you could just, sim the whole game and that's it, it's done. Basically what's gonna happen, I think this is what's gonna be happening, is let's say like in the first or second quarter, because you're gonna start off in the current domination, right? Let's say the first, second quarter, you're just dominating, you have like a 10, 15, or 20 point lead, and you're like, all right, you know what, I don't want to play the rest of the game. So I think what they're going to be doing is, for example, like let's say I'm playing with Kobe, right? I'm going to be able to position lock Kobe, and he's going to basically be an AI, just how like everyone else on the team is. They're all AIs. So you're still going to be in the game, except you're not going to be playing, so you can go ahead and do whatever else you want. Go watch Netflix, or listen to music, or do whatever else. Um, but here's the thing. So let's say your team, for whatever reason, they just choke the lead and they're down. Let's say like it's fourth quarter with 2 or 3 minutes left, and you're down by like 5 or 6 points. You can actually take that position lock off and continue to playing the game. So you can basically hop back into the game. I feel like that's how they're gonna do it. But that's honestly a huge thing. Instead of playing the whole domination, like you can kind of just have the CPUs do it for you. Of course, as each domination, it's going to be getting harder. So by the time you get to the dominations, hopefully you have a better team to where you can trust your CPUs to play for you. Um, let's see what else. No contracts. That's huge. I feel like for the past 3 or 4 years, people have been asking for no contracts in 2Ks, including myself, man. It's the most annoying thing. Like, especially when you run out of contracts and you have like a team full of pink diamonds, opals, or dark matters, you're paying so much MT, man. Like, literally, you're paying so much MT just to have everyone get like one contract. And then if you're out of contracts, you're gonna have to play some domination games, or you're gonna have to just buy packs and get contracts like that. So that's everyone is like, the whole MyTeam community is happy that they announced that and are taking contracts out. Another cool addition that they're adding in, and thank God that they did this, because when you go online and people are just taking their time fixing the defensive settings, it gets very irritating. So what 2K is adding in is you could save your defensive settings. So you can literally go to the coach settings, and you can like save the tab for the next game. And obviously, if you want to change it, you could change it around later again. But that's something that's going to be huge, because man, when you be playing clutch time or draft mode or unlimited, and people are just like taking their time, like for example, me, it takes me 10 seconds to get my defensive settings set, and I know a lot of people are pretty quick at it too, but sometimes you run into players who are just so slow with defensive settings, man, and it just takes time off. So that's honestly really cool that you can save your defensive settings. We do know the level 40 reward is going to be Scottie Pippen, and that's going to be great, because if you guys didn't hear, Mike Wing talked about how this year is going to be a little more defensive minded, and Scottie Pippen being a lockdown defender, but he also is a pretty good two-way player. It's going to be pretty good, especially Mike Wing also said that like whites are not going to be going as much this year as they were in last year or previous years. They're kind of going to make it like 2K20 or 2K21, because I remember in those games you weren't really able to make whites as much. But here's the thing, if you're completely wide open, you should be able to make like open shots here and there, if it's not a green. And only because that would be my fault, right? If I'm not playing good defense and I leave you like completely open, no coverage whatsoever, you should be able to make, have a white bar going here and there. That would be the only fair thing, right? It's going to be very annoying just missing open shots every time if the defense is leaving you open, right? You should make the defense pay. But we also do know that you don't really know that you green the shot until it goes in. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to wonder, if they're going to change that later on. I feel like people are going to complain on certain things about shooting or defense, but Scottie Pippen as a level 40 reward will be awesome. Honestly, like I love using Scottie Pippen cards, and early in the year he always has like a sapphire to start off. So having the pink diamond Scottie Pippen for level 40 would be good. I don't think they're gonna make like his three-pointer that high. I'm guessing it's gonna be like an 80 or 81. But definitely is going to be a fun player to use, because a tall player, long wingspan, and just a great defensive player. So he's always been a fun player for me to use. Another thing is agenda tracker. So there's times, for example, myself, I sometimes want to do so many challenges in the game, and I kind of forget what I wanted to do. So I'll quickly quit the game and go back to the agenda tracker and see, and like sometimes I'll even write it down, you know, to see like what player, like agenda things I have to do, challenges and stuff like that. So it kind of gets annoying. Now in 2K23, you're going to be able to pause the game and check your agendas. So that's something that honestly myself, like I needed that. A lot of people were asking for that. That's going to be huge because you don't have to like quit the game now and go check and lose your progress, and check the agenda tracker. Like you could literally just pause the game and see what you have to do. So that's awesome for 2K for doing that, adding that into the game. And yeah, it's just going to make everything a lot more easier. Another thing that they're adding is, okay, this is going to be way better in limited. So for example, instead of getting all 6 rings, right, and just getting the player, what 2K is going to be doing for each ring you get every week, you're getting that reward. So let's say for the first ring that you get, right, it's a diamond consumable. Once a limited ends, well, not ends, because as soon as you get the ring, you're gonna get that reward. So yeah, let's say for the diamond consumable, you're gonna be getting that diamond consumable off that first ring, and then the next weekend, the second ring, whatever it is, let's say it's a diamond shoe, you're gonna be getting a diamond shoe. So you're gonna be getting all 6 rewards for all 6 rings, including the player if you do get that 6th ring. So that's awesome. A lot of people again were complaining about that we should be able to get all the rewards, especially when there's Hall of Fame badges. Like every limited, there's always going to be a Hall of Fame badge there, so that's huge. That's going to be awesome. Instead of just getting 1 ring, 2 ring, 3 rings and not getting anything for it, like the fact that you have to get 6 rings and then get the player, that's kind of annoying. So this is also honestly going to be amazing for them, amazing for 2K23, man. What else did they add? Unlimited. So I don't know exactly if they're gonna keep the same amount of games, because I know they're still gonna have that dark matter tier. They're also adding a prestige tier for you to get more rewards and things like that. But I don't know exactly if they're gonna make it as many games as it was in the previous 2K. But one thing they are going to be changing, they're going to be adding like leaderboards. So they're going to be doing like a point system. So every game that you play, no matter if you win or lose, you're going to be able to get points and progress into getting to the next tier. Now I'm thinking maybe if you win, you're going to get more points, but if you lose, you're still going to get some points to at least help you progress. I'm still kind of confused on that myself. I don't know exactly how that's going to go, because I know, again, they're going to make like a leaderboard type thing going on, but is there going to be like a specific amount of games that you have to win, or is it just going to be strictly based off points? Because if it is, it's going to be kind of a little more interesting to try and play Unlimited this year. I haven't been a huge fan of Unlimited myself, honestly, until after 2K19 or 2K20, when they started adding like 65, 70 games or whatever it was that you have to win to get that one player. So definitely for me, I haven't been a huge fan, but who knows? If they are going to make it a little easier this year, and maybe play less games, then I might try out Unlimited. But I think that's the most I don't know. I think it's a good change, but these are mostly the changes or the add-ins that they have made. At least the important stuff that I'm mentioning to you guys. But yeah, man, I honestly, again, from all this news, I can't wait to play 2K23 again. It's 2 weeks away. It's gonna be fun, man. Just off everything that I've said, everything that they're going to be adding to the game. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys did like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and tune into next time.